3, 2, 1. Where is the other one? There it is. And first we'll pop up with the parental advisory. Viewer discretion is advised. This production is best for viewers aged 18 plus, but for reasons including but not limited to vulgar language, violence, gore, sexual situations, and death. Hey Coasters, welcome back to Candles and Coasters. This is episode 8 of the Dragonlance campaign, and we are coming to you live from Comic Emporium right here in the heart of Panama City, Florida. This is Panama City's oldest comic shop in the city. We are hopefully achieving 60 followers, which allows them a total of 6 fate dice available for use. They leveled up last time we played. They also gained access to all of their divine powers as the gods have now returned to Kren. Let's go ahead and do a real quick recap, and then we'll get into who everybody is. And if this is your first time joining us, then welcome, welcome, welcome. You're in for a real treat here. And so last time when we met here in Candles and Coasters, the group has had a chance to actually bond a little bit with each other. They got to tell some stories and talk about their motivations. Some secrets were revealed. Some histories were discussed. Unfortunately, that is also when we found out that Vitus Redblade had fallen in battle, trying to protect one of the party members. But thankfully, due to Kismet or possibly destiny, or I don't know, maybe a little scoundrelish thinking, a pirate happened upon them on the River Vanguard as they were on their way with the refugees from Vogler and joined their party. And turns out this pirate also happens to know Ispen Greenshield. And so, with that said, I will turn it over once again to our coasters here. To begin with, let's see, who did I start with? Well, you're brand new, so we're going to start with you. So, lady in the green hair with the pointed ears, this is Layla Stormwater, played by Loretta. And then next to her is, you know him, you love him, you throw rocks at him. It is Durin, the rock thrower, and he's played by Tavares. And then next to that is the enigmatic Cypria Sai, played by Kara, and she also has the ever fabulous Earl with her. We learned last time that there may be more to Sai than meets the eye. After that, we have Astral, who is our currently fallen paladin, as he struggles for purpose and meaning and some sort of guidance in this new and strange world full of shapeshifters who, we found out last time, enslaved his people and turned them into monsters. And he himself has become the monster once more.
It's about to go down.
Yeah, it's probably going to get pretty dark here, folks. Thankfully, we have Reverence Brightheart, the Knight of Solamnia here, played by Larry, who is going to be hopefully be the compass and the guiding light and star for this party, as she is bound to the measure of the Knights of Solamnia. And last, and certainly not least, the underspoken Darrow, the security specialist, played by Mark. We found out last time that Darrow has absolutely zero connection to Ispen Greenshield, other than through his sister, who may or may not also be a pirate. Well, I guess we'll find that out as we play. But until then, let us dive back into the world. Wait! No, we're not going to dive back into the world quite yet, because our coasters did level up, and therefore they must roll for their hit points.
Thank you.
That's right, folks. Here on Candles and Coasters, we do all the level ups live, so there is no fudging of the numbers. So who wants to kick this off and roll their hit die?
I'll go first.
All right, Darrow is.
No.
I rolled it.
I feel like.
Silly.
On it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Bouncing a die like
No,
you do.
it's I
Like
put that
you do.
small lot. I can dribble anything.
Yep. All right, so what you got over there?
I got a 4.
4 hit points for his 4th level. That's wonderful.
It's better than 1.
It is.
Yep, that is true. It could be worse.
I feel like I have to roll a 1 now.
You're next.
Do you?
Why?
Well, remember, everyone, you do have these 6
Shut up.
beautiful
No,
fake
we're
dice
not using fake dice.
that you can re-roll
just
your
gotta
dice
re-up.
roll.
No.
If this is a 1,
Yeah, but no one used, like, really, for the most part, we didn't even
Nothing.
use them.
I know you really
Throw
didn't
that
use
out
them
there.
last
You
time.
don't have to use
No, you
permission.
have
You
like
can
2
use them
left
once.
before
Yeah,
they
that's
say
right.
that,
You
so
can
you
just
should
roll
use
it
them.
at any point.
Why
I
did you
know, I
use them?
used one.
I don't know.
What?
He always does.
What?
He's always trying to make us use our fake die.
Yeah,
So we
of course
can't
he
use
is.
them for the real emergencies.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
I mean,
You guys are using them on stupid stuff.
Yeah, you know.
whoa, hit die.
Hit points are kind of permanent until I take them from you. So, like,
Right.
the more you have, the better.
Stuff. Let's discuss.
I mean, I think the last one we had was whether or not during. No, there was one fake die that was yours. It was like, am I drunk or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, that may be.
There's a failed saving throw in there somewhere too. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here we go. What do we got?
It happens.
All right. Roll that d8.
It's random.
Nice.
5.
5
Better
hit
than
points.
4.
Yeah.
There we go. All
Better
right,
than
Astro.
four.
Go ahead and
Skill.
roll them beautiful bean footage.
10.
10. Woo! That maxed it out.
That is
Nice.
what's up, man.
That's what we need.
All right, sides. Up to you. Come on. And you're so good at rolling dice.
I don't want to talk about it.
Should be the one with the 1.
You know, get me.
Throw a rock at it.
I rolled a 1 last time, yes. We're not gonna be but I rolled it, so that it's out of my system.
I don't think it is.
I'm
Oh,
only gonna go
I seen
higher.
it.
God damn.
I seen it.
Why? Why would you do that?
Oh, you actually got a 1?
What is
Yeah.
wrong with you?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Do you wanna?
Yeah,
you
I
wanna
do
maybe-
actually.
Yeah, go
Screw
ahead.
them.
You can. You
Yeah.
absolutely may.
Yeah.
So one fate die is already being used.
Yeah.
and, yep.
How'd you get
I rolled a 1!
I'm a
I thought we were
Dudar.
You roll a d8. I'm a paladin. I
How do
roll
you get a
D10.
10? I want to be a paladin.
Don't we all? Go ahead, Sai. Let's get a better number than 1 on this re-roll.
Yes! I
There we
got
go.
5.
Five.
So
There
much
we
better.
go. Yeah.
Yes. There
Good
we
fake
go.
die.
All
Good
right.
fake
Right?
die. Yes.
I got a 4.
Even though you have.
Yeah, what now?
That's fine.
Is that it?
A 1.
You're good with a 4? You don't feel like you need to make up for your 1?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm perfectly content with the 4.
Are you sure?
10.
Huh? Yeah, I rolled 10s.
I think
I'm okay with a 4.
Okay. So then that leaves us with Layla Stormwater.
I'll take my 4.
6.
Do that.
Nice.
All right. So with a little bit of the housekeeping all taken care of, let's move on. Now, let me read you once more that as your flotilla of surviving rafts approach Calaman from the west, floating down the river from the remains of Vogler, the walled city of Calaman rises in the distance, spreading across the southern shore of a wide bay. Ships sail to and from the city's walled harbor, their courses lit by a pair of towering beacons. On the shore ahead, where the Vanguard River meets Calaman Bay, dozens of survivors from Vogler have pulled their mismatched boats ashore and begun making camp. Now, as you approach here, a couple of things you see right away. There's already trouble. You see some of the kids on one of the littler boats. They missed the landing and are heading out towards the bay, and they're about 20 feet from shore right now, but drifting. They seem to have lost any way of paddling it back in. And what do you want to do about that? Well, hold that thought, because while that's happening, you also see that an older refugee has slipped in the shallow water and is gripping their leg in pain, and seems to be, in danger of being crushed by these boats as they're coming in, as nobody else can seem to get around them.
Well, I'll go help the kids. Somebody come with.
I can't
I'll go
swim, so.
Go with.
Okay. So
I'll
we'll go do that.
Okay.
jump for the hurt guy and try to get him on shore.
All right, wonderful. So you leave the boat, and you two leave the boat. First off, with you two, go ahead and I'm guessing you have some sort of athletics ability to swim. I know the sea elf does for sure.
Yeah.
Why can't
No,
we take,
just-
why can't we take the boat?
They're on a boat. They don't have to lead the boat. They can steer the boat.
Well, no, I said you're jumping off the boat. That's the
No, no, no,
thing.
let's-
This is
Yeah.
There was
why-
no jumping described.
I can.
Oh, okay.
I'm
All right, I got you.
jumping.
This is why I'm not
jumping.
doing it,
I
because I
can
can't
breathe in
swim.
the water. I have the same amount of speed, and I'm good.
Okay, all right. So you wanna take your boat?
Need a 20.
Yeah.
You need
All
a-
right, so you take your boat over there,
You need a date.
and you're gonna go ahead and
These are
swim
fun
over.
today. They told me these.
All right, so you swim over, no problem. You get the boat over. So you guys have successfully saved the children with a successful survival check.
Get the dinghy.
20.
You got it. All right, the youngins are saved. Now to the older refugee that has slipped in the shallow water.
Yes.
How do you get to them? Because your boat's going towards one way. Are you just gonna jump out and swim? Like,
Yeah.
all right.
Jump, swim, grab
Huh?
him, take him on shore. I don't have a boat.
Yeah, you took the boat.
Yeah, but didn't you get like off on the dock?
No, you haven't got there yet.
Okay.
Wind to water. I see hurt man.
I'm with you.
I dive
All right.
Okay.
That's right. That's what a knight would do.
like a
Yes, true.
porpoise.
I mean,
And I will gladly hold that shield.
Porpoise. Yeah.
So athletic.
Yes. Go ahead and give me an athletics just to make sure you don't drown.
I'm gonna get it, you know.
That's good.
17.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm gonna
All right,
hold-
you get up to him. He is gripping his leg. He's looking at you as you have a reputation.
Uh-huh.
she does.
Yeah. And as you're walking
Is it
up.
that thing with Derek?
Mm-hmm. You wrote it all over the back. I don't
No,
know.
you have a reputation for saving folks. So as you come up on him out of the water, dripping wet,
Yeah.
goddess of the sea that you are,
There it
yeah, he's got that look of, oh, I'm fine now. I'm gonna be just fine. Go ahead and give me a medicine check, please.
Do it.
Touch me the way you touch Derek.
Stop it.
Uh,
Good lord.
23.
23.
I have to count on my fingers.
He's in a serious amount of pain, and you realize that he has definitely got a broken leg. Apparently, when he jumped out, he was not prepared for how slippery it was going to be, and has a broken leg.
Can I
Unfortunate.
heal him?
You may. How would you like to do this? You can use one use of your healer's kit, or if you have any magic that you want to use at this point in time.
I think I'll use the healer's kit.
Okay, go ahead and mark one use off of your healer's kit there. As you prepare a splint, I'm not gonna lie, he looks a little disappointed because he's still in pain, and
He was hoping
you
for
know
magic
he's
sparklers
limping
now.
along, but at least he's not in danger of being crushed by the oncoming boats as they land.
If he's upset at all,
He is.
I'm gonna heal him.
Ugh.
Okay.
I don't take scolding or rejection well.
Neither of
I
those.
want you to heal him sensually.
We're gonna,
No.
we're gonna have to put up posters of reverence all over town. Have you seen this young woman?
Because she will heal you.
Oh, there's
That's all you have
How
to do.
how far away are they by chance?
20 feet from the boat.
Still can't swim. So, nope.
Do I see her getting ready to cast a spell?
I don't know. Give me that perception
no.
check as she figures it out.
Oh, no.
I'm working on it. I think I can
Counterspell.
do this.
Why?
12?
Yeah, she looks like you see her just going about it with that healer's kit, trying to get him drug up onto the shore there.
She's working with her healer kit. I don't see her working on the spell.
No, not yet.
Okay.
We're about to, though, I think.
Yeah, I
What?
feel like I can do it.
Sure, what spell?
Cure wounds.
Yeah, you can do a
Yeah.
cure light if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So from the shoreline, this platinum silver light suddenly just,
Shape water.
descends.
Trapper.
She
No,
did it again.
First
I
level
just,
spell.
I'm just trying to disrupt the spell.
It's not. It's not.
She did it again.
It's
I'm
not.
trying to. That's what I want. That's what I would like to do. You tell me if I can.
So what are you trying to do exactly?
Wow.
I have the cantrip shape
And then you
water,
walk.
Yeah.
into
so I
it.
want the water to take the shape like sprout up and literally just like.
Which then fades a few moments later.
And then I try my best to do it.
Do you shoot something? Are
I-
you gonna try to shoot something?
You know
and
what?
see what
Yes,
happens?
I'm gonna shoot Goon in the air
Oh,
since
dear
everybody else is
God.
doing something ridiculous.
what was that?
I looked. I just said, no.
Okay.
Just, we don't know who is here. You
Right.
have to be careful. We have to be.
Okay.
We got some extreme freezing issues.
And as
You?
you guys
Yeah.
are just talking, a loud thunderous boom is heard in the air. Kaboom!
Okay.
What?
Doreen,
We got some.
just announce why are we all here if you don't.
I mean, you guys did it,
No.
so I figured I can do it too.
Is it?
Hey, if you need your phone on the internet, that's fine. But if you don't, please turn it off.
Yeah, we got some stream skipping issues here. It may not even be us because it could be.
It could be, yeah.
it
I
could-
checked the speed earlier and it was good.
so,
No,
anyways. All right, back to game here. Sorry, folks, if you're experiencing it. It's not on our end, as far as we know. All right, and so, yes, boom, Goon goes off, cloud of black smoke.
That's a good thing. It is
No,
another
great.
distraction.
So yeah, you
have to be careful.
you guys have created quite the stir.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, you're good to go as far as that goes. So all the boats land and everybody comes to shore, mostly unharmed. There's an old man with a limp, but he'll survive.
You'll be
Well,
defeated.
good. He'll survive. So there's that. Yay.
Kids are saying.
Yep, kids are saved, old man saved,
Rumors are rumors.
and you all land safely
You have a line.
on the shore 2 miles away from the
That's
city
fair.
of Calaman.
Okay.
Yay.
Calaman's a little ways off, is it?
Yeah, still a bit of ways, but in between you and the actual walls of the city is a massive, sprawling sort of shanty town. You see tents and you see some ramshackle buildings. It doesn't look like a permanent sort of place, but you see and smell cook fires. And there's quite a bit of movement now that the sun is up. You see boats being pushed out to go fishing. But you see some that were already coming your way as if they were coming to help. And you have people starting to mill about as they set up camp from the refugees of Vogler. So what do you want to do right now? You're all gathered back together.
How much food do you have on your boat?
Should have a fair few. You want to feed some of the villagers?
No, I think we should just drop it off at one of
Mhm.
the wherever they're mustering to feed people and tend for them. I think we should just drop it off, and if we have to pick up new supplies to replace them.
I'll see what extra we have on the boat.
Okay, so you
I'm pretty sure I left my wallet.
now your boat is actually within the city itself in the harbor. They're not going to allow you to leave the harbor without a lot of noise and red tape.
Calaman's Harbor or the
Calaman's
outside?
Harbor, yeah.
Okay.
Now, the outside here next to the river, your boat could not get up the river here. That's why you brought the longboats.
We can bring some of them to the refugees over here.
Had here, and some of them, as soon as everybody has been put ashore, they immediately put back out to start trying to catch something. It's later than they would have liked, but they're still hoping to bring something in because you guys weren't able to carry a whole lot with you. Some of it was lost as some of the traveling took place. At this point in time, is anybody from Calaman? I don't think so.
Negative.
No, sir.
Okay.
Wait a second, I might. No,
No, definitely not Astral. We know Astral. Astral looks at it as like it's very familiar,
The architecture of
but
it
no.
is.
No, not at all. Mm-mm.
All right. Well, in that case, everybody just give me just an intelligence or a history check, whichever you have. If you have history, roll it. If you don't, roll intelligence.
Okay, let's see.
An 18.
18, good.
Both mine are -1.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
Oh, good. All right.
19.
All right.
I did.
14.
See, he said 18 and my die was no, and I have a 5.
5. No. Negative over here. All right. All right. So what you guys will makes most sense for you. It's kind of sad that you wouldn't know this, but I kind of feel like you know this because you've been here. So when I say you're not from Calaman, but you spent some time here. So I'll say you guys know this. There's no way Astro would know any of this, but for some reason he does.
But it does.
He saw it in a dream.
Maybe it's some sort of like as the longer you're
I just
here,
know how
you start
society
to
works.
absorb some information.
Lower.
Okay, Calaman is known as the Beacon of the East. It is one of the largest cities in Solamnia, far from the nation's heartland and the capital of Palanthus, or Palanthus, however you want to say that. The city is a bastion of trade and safety at the edge of the province of Nightland. You will know that Calaman is the capital of the province of Nightland. You will also know that this is an ancient city from before the Cataclysm. The walls that you see, the Castle Calaman, which rises above the city, can be seen from miles away. The heart of the city has all existed since far before the Cataclysm ever happened. The beacons of the harbor are these humongous lighthouses filled with lenses that can cut through even the thickest and densest fogs. These were all built before even Istar fell. Some of these were built by Istarian mages. You know that the city itself is ruled by a governor and a council of guild leaders, from dock workers, the fishmongers, the traders, all of that. And normally, Calaman would host the Knights of Solamnia, but you don't see, even from this distance, you don't see any of the flags flying that would say that the Knights are currently in the city. But you do see that there is the Calaman military flags flying along the walls.
Would there have been rumors or anything about why the Knights?
No, you won't know that, unfortunately. You haven't heard anything. Now, you do know that even still, even in Solamnia itself, the Knights are distrusted. It's just the way it is. As much as they try to be good and be a force for good, there is a lot of leftover pain and blame on them for their inaction versus Istar when that caused the calamity and the gods to leave. You know that aside from the governor, there are the guild leaders, which would be the Cartographers Guild, the Dockhands Guild, the Fishers Guild, the Masons Guild, and the Shipwrights Guild. You also know that the marshal that runs the Calaman military lives within the walls of the city. And other than that, Calaman is huge. It's a massive, massive city, and the walls are towering. Even though the Castle Calaman in the center of the city, it sits on a series of bluffs that is over hundreds of feet above the city before the castle actually begins. And within that those bluffs is where the catacombs are that have held the revered and ancient noble dead. The catacombs have been sealed, and they are sealed by magic. For those of you who may have concerns over undead, they also have already thought of that. Other than that, that's all you know for right this moment. Now, who's got the highest passive wisdom?
Pretty curious.
Passive,
Perception?
let me see, I believe it was passive wisdom.
Mine's
Let's
16.
see. Yes, perception, passive perception, sorry.
16.
16?
Yeah, that would be higher than mine. Mine's 14.
I got 14.
Come on, Doran. Tell me you got that 17 perception over there.
No, but I do have a 12.
Okay, that was not 17.
No, but I got 12.
All right, wonderful. So, Darrow, you realize very, very shortly as preparations are being made, there are two people that are not here.
Two people that are missing that were amongst us.
Mm-hmm.
Which two people might that be?
You realize that Lord Bacaris and his son, Bacaris the Younger, nowhere to be seen.
I bet we're all
Not a shocker. But I do let everybody else say, hey, the Lord and this kid are gone, which is not shocking to anybody. But
Maybe they were never here to begin with.
I can't just
Are
prove
Are you
that.
drinking again?
You can't make these types of jokes. I'm going to kill him. You understand? You say these jokes, I take it seriously, they die the next time I see them.
I mean,
And I can't apparently do that. It's a bad thing here.
but okay, if
Yeah,
you do that,
shouldn't
I
say
have a lesson,
Oh no.
Okay.
and this is a good one.
No, do it.
Oh.
Good one.
What's he doing?
If you do this,
He's got a lesson.
when in doubt,
Oh, God.
blame the rogue. This is life lesson number.
I think I heard that somewhere too.
Yeah, when in
So,
doubt, blame
I'm
the
gonna
rogue.
I do
69.
something, apparently it is wrong, and then blame Daryl. That's what you were saying.
Yes, when in doubt, blame the rogue, and that is life lesson number.
69.
What
No.
life lessons are
That's from
these?
Isman. That's what Isman told me.
There's a horrible idea.
He
It's a horrible
said
idea.
it is life lesson number.
He's flipping through his book right now.
Yeah.
Can you count that?
I could see him like, hold on, I know this one.
It's in here.
You
It's
know
a
what?
book bigger
Daryl,
than
Maybe
a
here.
When in doubt, blame
Are
the
you
rogue.
sure it's in there?
Yeah,
There's a lot of when in doubt.
Because
So
life
throw a
lesson
rock and blame the
is
rogue.
When in doubt,
Whatever's
blame
written on there is
the warlock. So
You
Oh,
do
hey,
this.
hey, hey.
there's life lessons. You know,
I mean, he did, but
life lesson number 60 is if it's cursed, it's probably not worth it.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Life lesson number 61 is gnomes and explosives should never be in the same room.
I disagree.
Oh, that's
Gnomes
that.
and
I don't
explosives
think
are
that's
brilliant.
wrong. I
Um,
think that one's wrong. I dearly loved Ispen. Fabulous man. He might have been wrong.
and then there was a life lesson in here that you probably should have not done. It says never touch something with a gnome and a slingshot. There was a lesson in here for that.
I didn't do anything.
Okay, so while Durin goes through his book,
Y'all didn't let me.
let's do, it's at this point actually, that Derek comes up wearing the helmet of Vitus. He's fully, he looks splendid in his full plate with the Kingfisher symbol on it. He is in his normal changeling form right now. He does not look like the Derek that you guys originally met. He is in his true form, his natural self. And he says, Mayor Revan has asked for your help.
Okay.
It would seem that Lord Bacaris and his son have taken it upon themselves to go and seek aid within the city.
Who said they could speak for anybody?
And that is her biggest concern. While she appreciates the money that he brought into Vogler, she's more concerned that he's going to get in there and never come back.
It's a good concern.
Would that be a
So,
bad thing?
unfortunately, she believes so. We still need his money and his influence. And if he gets within the city and decides that he doesn't want to come back, then we're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Alright.
So
Has
if-
anybody ever heard of maybe him bragging about a place here in Calaman, or that he typically would go to, or like to frequent, or?
Unfortunately, when Becaris spoke, we normally just kind of nodded and ignored what he had to say. Now, his son mentioned a couple of places, something about there was the Steady Beacon is a tavern here in the city that he frequented. And I don't know, that's pretty much the only one I could think of. I didn't personally get along with either of them, and I tried to avoid them as much as possible,
Mhm.
especially the son.
Well, they're
Right.
a-holes, so.
Well, that's a good place that we can start now, when we find them.
She just wants to make sure that they aren't going to shirk their responsibilities here.
Okay.
So if you could just go and remind them where their responsibilities are, that would be great. I actually need to report in and try to find out what I can about the Knights. I'm sure, Reverence, you're eager to check in yourself. And we should, at some point, let the governor know what's gone on.
This place is enormous. The population extensive, vast and eclectic. This is a perfect place for the Ash. To breed, to meet. Be very careful who you talk to, be very careful who approaches. We can't trust anyone.
And when in doubt,
Throw rocks.
And it's life lesson number 34.
Glad you found it.
When in doubt, blame the rogue.
Good job.
no,
Good
no,
job.
Durin,
That's
Durin,
Good job.
what is our passphrase? So that we know each other.
Oh, when in doubt, throw a rock.
Okay, good.
But don't actually throw a rock.
Okay, good. You did know it.
Yeah, it's been life lessons. Of course, I'm gonna know it.
okay. Well,
Questions?
let's not put our secret passphrase out in the public so loudly. Maybe in a
No,
public space, maybe.
the secret password is not pixies can fly.
Okay, super quick. Cudgel is still here, right?
Cudgel is still with you, yes.
Okay, cause Cudgel was with Vitus when he came here originally. He said he couldn't get help. My question was, did they ever get in touch with the governor when they got here before?
Cudgel says, well, we got in touch with the marshal.
Okay.
And the marshal had told us that there were no knights to send. And they weren't about to risk their military for us on unfounded rumors.
Okay, neat. Cool. So we do know who to go ahead and make sure the governor knows is not
Not helpful.
stepping out of their got you. Other question would be before we leave,
To be fair,
Karis, is his manservant around? still?
Yeah, he made it onto the boat.
So would he know where we might find them?
Very well could.
That would be a good person to question before.
Like interrogating.
Yeah, we're so popular with them right now. I mean, it's worked
I've
out
never
really
met
good
him.
for us.
I mean, he didn't, I mean, maybe not me, but like some of you weren't reverence. He
definitely
might,
not
he
me.
might be willing
The
to
last
speak
time
to
he
you.
saw me, he hit me with his stick.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll talk to him.
No, last time you talked to somebody, it wasn't talking. I don't
First
mind
off-
asking.
First off,
No.
he had it coming. Secondly,
He had it coming.
secondly, I didn't kill him.
He only had
You
something
caused
when-
him to get killed.
I decided, yes,
So,
but I wasn't beating him unjustly.
I didn't. It was not unjustly. It was justified,
Okay.
His punishment was death.
and I could have
Which
issued
was
it out.
swiftly delivered.
But I
man
will
did not
just
Good job, Jared.
talk to him. I'm not a violent person.
Not with rocks.
So
No, I'm not
that's,
talking
I
about
think that's a good
rocks.
idea. I think we start there and then go to the tavern.
You do.
I'm not talking with rocks. No, that's no.
Well,
We'll
who's
find
gonna
you some
talk
rocks
to
to
this
talk
dude?
to.
So where is his servant? What was his name?
So his servant is actually on the boat, and nobody ever got his name.
We don't even know his name. He's on the boat though.
Manservant.
I know it was Jeeves.
I feel like it was probably Jeeves. We're gonna go with Jeeves.
I'm gonna call him manservant.
I don't know what was just tossed over here.
Shenanigans is going on down
Yeah,
there.
people just throwing stuff.
Oh,
Must have been in doubt.
manservant.
Okay, so you go up to the
Nothing.
party boat, and yeah, he's standing there watching you approach with a sour expression upon his face.
Hi.
Hey, Jeeves.
The Lord has gone on his way. I suggest you do the same.
Okay.
Where might he have gone?
To the city.
Do you have any maybe specific locales he was going to visit or anything like that? The mayor has asked that he be notified.
provide
The mayor is waiting.
Bodyguard.
Sure. The mayor is
Deception.
awaiting him.
I will roll it. I do not care.
There was no deception in mine.
was not.
Yeah.
Where might he have gone in town?
I don't know if that counts, since it ran out of my.
It did not count. If it was low, it did not count.
I mean, you can always roll a fake die. You
No.
don't really roll
No,
Then the rolls.
no, it's fine. It was only a 5
we're
though.
gonna
so
start
you
wrapping.
clearly did
it.
not
He
believe.
clearly does not believe
That's
the chimera.
So
Fine. I wouldn't
if
believe you
I
either,
may
probably.
be, if I may ask, where?
You may not. Thank you. That's
more.
It is not up to me to keep track of my master's comings and goings within the city. I maintain the boat
So,
and his home. So
So
if you wish to find him, I suggest, and if the mayor wishes to have him returned, then be good little lapdogs and run off and fetch him wherever you find him.
So you say you maintain the
Black
boat.
eyes on me.
Yes.
So if anything happens to the boat,
I will
give
hold
him-
you personally responsible.
For what? What can you do to me?
I will simply tell my lord, and he shall have you whipped.
Ooh.
But so that means you do know where the Lord is.
When he returns, I shall tell him. I will keep a very clear and concise catalog of all things that happened to me or this boat.
Excellent. Well, you've been a tremendous amount of help. We thank you a lot.
Great. Be gone now.
Mm-hmm.
You're not very nice.
Let's go.
I'm sorry, child. I couldn't really hear you. When you speak to your betters, open your mouth a little wider.
You want to
I-
black
I
his eye
could've-
real quick?
You know, you can handle it. I'm gonna let you handle this. What you want to do, Reverend?
What you gonna do?
Pirates like,
Yeah, no, the hands going onto the sword.
I mean,
Like,
Don't.
mhm.
I can take people talking down to me. I'm a knight. It happens.
It's good.
oh, okay. So can we do it?
I cannot. Reverence can.
Can we do it the dwarven way?
We
Yes.
leave him and we just
Yes.
head into town.
The dwarven way?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You want to see the dwarven way?
Do that way. No.
No. Is it just a specific dwarf way
So
or the dwarven way?
The dwarven way.
let's try that.
I
try.
find that
Tell me about it.
highly unlikely.
What is
I
that?
can endorse it if it's correct.
Durin way. Sounds a lot like dwarf.
I got a 17 on deception.
Oh.
Dwarven.
No.
We
he
try the
doesn't
tavern.
have things.
Yeah.
Because I'm with you on
We
that.
got nowhere.
Is it with an axe in his head? Because I'm with you on that one.
I'm not gonna put an axe on his
That
head.
was a little extreme.
Pirate. Pirate.
Dang, friend spells, what kind of stuff?
I mean,
Pirate.
he's not. He's lucky the rapier is not out at his neck at this point
Wait a
in
minute.
time. But I mean, you said no, so.
Yes. You
No, I
said
can't do anything.
no.
Just kidding.
Wait a second. So Oh, so it's just me that can't kill people whenever they want to? Everybody
Did you
else
see
can
me
just
kill
move forth
anybody?
and do whatever
Did
they
you see me
want.
kill anybody? I didn't kill anybody yet. I
No,
would like
so
to
it's
kill
just
this
so
man.
it's just joking when we talk about pulling swords and weapons.
Hey, Si, what was the name of that tavern?
For them, maybe. For them, maybe.
Eddie Beacon.
Oh, it's no
Yeah,
joke
let's
for you.
go there,
You-
what do you think?
you see, I like you. This is I understand. Yes.
Fine.
Just kind of
Just me and you.
Just doing his
Ah,
job.
maybe I
Fine,
should
yeah.
be a pirate here on Kryn, huh?
Yeah, you can definitely
It
join
works.
the crew.
I think it works. We have like minds.
All right, guys, let's go to town.
To the tavern.
Wait, are they gonna let you in dressed the way you're dressed? Remember, they don't allow any.
You know, you people in.
Well, I can take the armor off, but I can't take the symbol off. I literally have to make myself seen. I can't disguise myself.
You can't put the cloak over it. It can't be tucked into the old shirt there or nothing.
Not on purpose, no.
Okay. So,
Darren's like, I'm going in my
Got
armor.
you.
I
Yeah.
just got it.
got you.
I'm going in, you know, because
Mm-hmm. So we're just gonna find out at the gate how that goes.
We will just have to convince the god.
Mm-hmm.
We're good with that.
How much money do we have?
Is that how you solve everything?
Hmm?
I'm just asking.
I don't have any money.
Yeah, roll deception.
How many problems have you attempted to resolve in the last little
Can
while?
I borrow 5 20s?
Nope.
Where can I, does Roderick stay on the boat?
Roderick, no, he comes with you. You
Okay.
can ride up, you know.
Earl would not stay on the boat. He would be with me.
Yeah, I think I'd just walk him.
Earl
But
would not stay on the boat.
I'd be
You calm
removing
yourself.
armor and putting it in, the bags on Roderick's side,
Because he's
so they're
amazing.
not so shiny.
All right.
Okay.
So you're gonna be unarmored as you enter the city.
Oh my.
oh my.
I mean,
Yay.
Yep, I'm gonna be unarmored as I enter the city.
mm-hmm.
Do you feel?
I don't like the way the DM said that, but
Just a
okay.
little
Do you
naked.
feel wicked, like
Darrett?
weakened?
Yes, my
Do you
lady.
feel necky?
Are
feel
you
less
going in dressed like that?
Absolutely. I will not hide who I am or what I am. Not Vitus would not hide.
And I'm not hiding who I am either, but I'm trying to be sensitive to what they've endured and maybe not shine so brightly in their faces.
Thrown at us.
It wasn't that long ago that the knights were welcome in the city, so this is a recent change. I don't know what's caused it, but we'll get to the bottom of it.
We will,
But-
and then we can be shiny again.
Derek,
One of the mysteries
I don't want to
we
be
can solve.
that guy.
It's a recent change, you
but I
say.
want to be that guy.
How recent?
In the last month or so?
Oh.
Had to have been. We were welcome here.
Didn't he
Maybe
say
you know why.
he beats himself? But I mean,
You know what?
he hasn't.
That's
been.
unproven.
Let's go ahead and let's see how this pans out.
I told
Worst
you.
thing that
They've
happens.
already infiltrated.
How about our knights? You know, maybe kind of like maybe don't walk in with the rest of us. And then if they decide that they don't want you coming in, then the rest of us can still go in.
Sai,
And
that's a horrible idea.
Please don't separate us.
I've never been here. I want to see. I want to go. You know.
Well, I want to see. Has this ever been a keep?
What? No.
It's never been a. Okay.
No.
I mean, we can.
Calaman!
Sure. What?
Party!
I don't want to be separated.
Hey, me neither. Me
I'll
neither.
stay with
Let's
you.
go, my bright and shiny friend.
Thank you.
Let's just see what happens.
Yay!
I'm less shiny.
We might need some money though.
I don't know how to help you with that.
Pirate. Pirate friend.
I mean,
Well.
On the
to pay
boat.
to pay the
not
guards
on
to
me.
look
Wait,
the other
we're using
way.
her money?
All of it? You don't
The
jingle?
kind of currency that I
Need
deal
a
in is
little on my
fabulousness,
bracelet, and that is it.
I'm
but that is
amazing,
not ones that are
and
worth
people are
much.
graced by my
I've
presence.
seen some of the coins you use. It is,
A few, but we didn't
It
necessarily.
is at this point
Come
that
I've seen some of the
Wait.
coins you use.
Uh,
We call them
Durin,
sunspots. I
you
have some
feel a
sunspots.
familiar presence at your side.
Copper,
A hand
Spence.
goes up your back,
gems,
and
jewels,
uh,
trade bars.
Crosswind looks up at you with her sack full of copper coins.
Crosswind!
that she received for the sale of her business,
Isn't that Mrs. Dern?
You had better not.
and
Okay,
says,
Gotta have a wind chime.
And
Yeah.
leave her to, what's his surname?
"No, you lost your wind chime."
We gotta go back.
Short term.
We have to go back. I don't care. Scorch earth.
What?
This has now become a revenge campaign. I want my wind chime.
You
What?
can
Lost.
get another.
No, that was special.
She can make
I bet it was.
Frostwind will definitely make you another.
I mean,
Frostwind, he is so broken up over his
you are
wind chime.
married to
It
the
was
woman
your
who made
the
them.
first token of love between the two of you, and I get it.
I will make you a better
So
one.
if you can make him
Wait, you can make these?
Engagement gift.
Frostwind makes them.
Yes,
Were
of
you
course.
drunk
They're
when we
good.
first entered,
Your
Bogo?
wife makes them.
Little bear.
No.
Might be
I
right.
made
can make
that
them?
one.
No, your wife can.
Oh!
Me, little one, by your feet. I made that for you. It was an engagement gift. I'll make you a wedding gift.
It'll be
It'll be
bigger.
bigger, and
And in the
better.
meantime, I have all of this money. Look at all of my money. She's got this big bag of copper coins that she's shaking. Look at all of my money that I have, everyone.
Stop shaking it, put it away.
We've got money. I'll get us inside.
Perfect. Thank you, Frostwind. Let's
Yes.
go.
She is going to provide for you all the days of your life, you lucky man.
I want to go back to the Silver Peak Mountains.
Too late for that.
You can take the wife and the kid.
Nope.
It's
What
too
is
late.
Duran's last name?
Duran, you went in too deep, my friend.
Their surname, what is it?
They what?
It's what?
They what?
Thaywar.
Thawar. So she's Frostwind Thawar?
Yeah.
You guys got married last time. I remember this.
Okay, so if that happened, that means you really got. If you want to go on this, you want to do this. So that means you
Did they
and
not?
Derek did your thing. Because I remember that.
You don't remember anything because it didn't happen.
But you
Duran,
remember something
yeah,
about
we
how
we
we
didn't
heard
walk
you.
in. We didn't walk in on her naked on that
Oh!
bed. We
Yeah,
did
yeah,
walk
I
in
know
on
what I'm
you.
talking about.
We
He's
saw
right.
you
Yeah,
That's a
buddy.
lot.
First off, I was.
drunk and naked.
You're a
Oh,
dwarf.
man.
Why are you drunk?
Again.
Get it together.
Things
Beast
happen.
is what he
Didn't I carry
was. Magnificent.
Oh, my.
Can't
Look.
remember possibly,
The mayor needs us to find
I'm
the noble.
uncomfortable now. I'm
We
gonna.
need to find
Sarah,
the
you ready?
noble.
We going?
yeah.
Inside.
Yeah, inside, because I'm uncomfortable now.
Mhm, mhm,
All right, so you begin the trek of 2 miles.
mhm.
As you approach, you see statues of titanic soldiers that line Calaman's mighty walls. These ancient stone knights stare into the distance, daring invaders to dash themselves against defenses that withstood even the cataclysm. A disorganized neighborhood of tents and ramshackle structures line the road to the city's nearest gate, where soldiers in blue and yellow uniforms question all who enter.
Blue and yellow.
Mhm.
Blue and yellow, blue and yellow.
Very intimidating for an army.
All right, so Mrs. Dern is with us.
Yes.
I asked her for a handful of coinage.
Okay. She just opens the bag and you just see a bunch of copper in there.
It's all copper.
Yes, every bit of it.
I feel like I can see the twitch starting.
Yeah.
And Darrow, like,
So, all right, so I reach in and I want to grab 5 gold pieces worth.
Okay, that's a lot of copper.
I know.
can you hold that much in your hand, sir?
I mean, I'll find something.
Okay.
It just starts. And she's looking at you as you take handful after handful out of her shrinking bag.
Do we even know how much it costs to get in here?
Frostwind, I can tell you this now. I'm taking note. I'm sure he'll pay you back.
Sure.
Okay.
And then I want to approach the guards.
Yes. All right, everyone, wait in line. Everybody will have a chance. All right, you folks there with your very strange group and your large horse and whatever that is.
You know what? You know what?
Some people say.
All right,
it's
you
ugly.
wait. No, what are you doing outside of the city?
I went to help the village down the road. I went to help Vogler.
Help the village, right? The pirate went to help the village.
Actually,
No.
she did.
Oh, sure.
help
And
us
exactly who are you?
I'm Darrow Elderwood, and I hand him the money and say, "These are my companions."
I'm
We'll
Darren.
We'll be going
He
in.
opens the bag. All right, that's quite a number of companions you have there.
I do.
I suppose that will get you through. First off, state your business.
We're in Calaman to do some shopping.
You just came from Vogler. I saw you setting up your camps down the way there.
Mm-hmm. We need to replenish our supplies. Then we're going to find rooms to stay in.
I'm afraid that Calaman is closed to the refugees of the displaced and the dishoused. It's not our problem to help every beggar with the handout.
We are not refugees or displaced.
So you have a village to go back to.
Yes.
I absolutely do.
We
Yes.
suggest here at Calaman you head back to your village then.
Well, I would like to go inside the city to see if one of my family ships possibly is dropping off any cargo, and then I will get a ride home on one of my family ships.
As would I.
Okay.
You've heard of the they were dwarves, correct?
Never heard of them.
We are a very mighty bunch, and we do a lot of things with merchants and ships and battles and things of armament. So I like in, please. My name is Darren.
You forgot to spit in your hand.
Oh yeah.
Oh! I've been
Back to
told
the
to stop
line.
that.
You will not be gaining entry through this gate today.
So
They're with me.
Yeah.
And I need to go to my ship, so can my companions and me please come through to do
All
so?
right. Wait
Thank
a minute.
you.
First we have whatever his name is over here with all his coins, saying that he's got family inside, and then we've got this fella here who's trying to tell me that
I'm Darren.
okay, and now you're trying to tell me that they're your companions on your ship. No, this ain't gonna work, y'all. Sorry. Listen, I'm just trying to do my job. My job is to keep the refugees out.
I can respect someone trying to do their job. I can respect that.
Good,
Good. I really appreciate that.
good.
And honestly, I have to say I can respect that because really, I'm not really sure sometimes what everyone's doing here, but I do know. I've always been interested in how one becomes a city guard. Could you talk to me about that? How
Here
does
we
this
go.
happen?
There are two of them there,
Here we go.
or one?
There's two.
There's two.
Well, it's really quite an honor. See, first off, when I was a little boy, and I was, just barely bigger than a turnip muncher, I would watch the gods as they did their duties, and I would say to myself, one day, I'm gonna be like them. And sure enough, 20 years later, there I
You
am,
did it.
and in all of my finery, watching over the trade gate.
Wow. You know what? That's inspiring. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I have never been called inspiring, but I'll accept.
You are though, and I am sorry that no one has mentioned that to you before. That is a failure on the part of, honestly, probably some of your management, and I'm sorry about that. But that happens sometimes. They tend to overlook the smaller people who they don't realize that one day are probably going to be the ones who lead this stuff. I get it.
Oh, I don't want to be the marshal. I don't even want to be the captain. I have to make the schedules
You
and
do
then fill
realize,
in when
though,
someone's
It's the
sick.
ones who really don't want to do it. They make the best leaders. They do.
How many guards are there?
Why?
Are they budging and letting us in at all?
But,
Not yet, no.
I get it.
Okay.
I did want to ask you, when would you be off though? Because I really would like you to tell me more. I would love to be able to take you to a tavern. I've heard there's some good ones, and I would love to buy you a drink so you can tell me more.
Thank you, kind stranger, but I must not accept your offer at this time.
I've heard that before.
Okay.
No. I bet he was giving this to people.
Okay,
How
I
old is he?
wasn't
Is he
attempting to
human?
bribe
Is
you
he-
in any
He's
way.
human.
He's human?
Yeah.
I approach him.
Ooh.
Young man,
Oh God, Dad's gonna
we
help.
need to get into the city to resupply and feed the hungry people that were just attacked.
Sir, I appreciate your predicament, but you must understand that the city Calaman cannot just allow all
The
refugees
city
in.
does not want money.
We're
We
not-
are bringing money into the city.
we're not
They do not
refugees.
want it.
We have coin to spend.
I've seen your coin to spend. I'm sorry to tell you, but Calaman's a very expensive city to live in.
How,
This is not enough.
how
I
much
show
do
him
you?
my coin purse. There's plenty of coin. We wish to shop, as my friend Dero has said. I had a friend here and we need to get to her ship. Please, I beg of you, to let us in.
Roll persuasion.
This doesn't go well. I have an idea.
Oh, I have an idea as well. It's not going to be as nice. That's a 15.
There we go.
Okay, maybe.
Hopefully that was good.
You know, it's been kind of a slow morning. Not a lot of people trying to get through, and I mean, I understand I have an important role to play here. So,
Inspiring, really.
tell you what, if you guys will go in and promise me that you're gonna go and buy something, then I'm gonna let you in.
We promise,
Absolutely.
son.
We already told you that. Yeah.
Now, if you, we promise to purchase. We are not here to beg and take from the city solely. Thank you for letting us in. Was there a noble and his son that entered in recently? Coming from the same village.
Oh, you're
Same-
talking about the loudmouth who's all I'm better than you, and he
Right.
had like the little
Yeah.
minion with him
Yeah.
that was all they heading up to the castle. Said something about talking to the governor.
Gotcha. Thank you, son.
Governor, we can skip the tavern altogether.
And
Yeah.
what's your name, fine sir?
Oh, my name's Thomas.
Hello, Thomas.
Is there a proof?
I'm still not gonna touch that.
Is there a
in
proof
my
of purchase
culture,
or
this is
something
what
that
we
we
do.
should give you?
Tom.
So you're
Is there like a
insulting my
parking
culture?
validation that we can use?
Can we get a handstand?
I'm sorry, sir, but I cannot acquiesce to your request.
So you're gonna insult my culture.
Can we leave it?
Go
Because
ahead.
it's been said is not nice to
No,
insult
no, no,
one's
no, no, no,
culture.
no, it's
No,
okay.
don't.
We're gonna leave it for now.
So,
Thomas,
please,
Thomas
kind
is
sir.
Hey, Thomas is an inspiration to us all. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas is an inspiration.
Where might I be able to find you later so we may be able to have a discussion about the wonderful intricacies of this job that you so rightly have? Where we might be able to.
Well, I'm on gate duty until this evening.
Is everybody-
But I take my lunch at about midday. I'll be right here.
Okay.
Don't wanna fight?
I
think
will
you'll
be
pass
seeing you
the,
later.
Height requirement? Oh.
Okay.
Thomas. I look forward to us having a more in-depth conversation. Thomas.
Oh, it's one of these again. You're already getting entry, man. You don't have to keep pushing.
Doran.
Oh no, Thomas.
Let's go.
Doran.
Let's go.
Let's go to the castle.
Can we
Do
go?
Come, Doran.
Can we
you
go?
want to go see the
Can we go?
castle?
Then
Can we
lovely
go?
Where's it?
You wanna see
architecture.
the castle? Yeah, I bet they.
I
bet
would
they
love
have
to see the
Stormwatch.
castle.
I bet someone has a gun up there.
Come on, we'll stop and buy you a churro.
God,
too.
I bet
Big
cannons. I
doors.
bet they have cannons at the castle.
Remember the cannons?
You-
Made
oh,
in
you-
Sin
oh, I get
City.
the cannon.
You guys
Yes.
go do your
I
training.
got it, yes.
so you can
Yeah,
shoot the
it's like
cannon.
that.
As I am walking
There we go.
away, I pull out my
You want some
little
candy?
Thomas at the gate. Which gate number is this?
Can I
This
see
is
that a
the
second?
trade
No.
Can I see that a second?
The trade gate?
You don't need that.
Trade
Let me see
gate.
that. Let me see that.
No, this is my enemy hit list.
Before we do leave, I do ask Thomas, is there
TW.
a stamp that we can give him? Do I need to bring him a receipt of proof of purchase? Is there parking validation that we can get?
Parking validation.
No, I figure you guys make plenty of ruckus on your way out, so I'm here until the evening. I'll
All
see a
right,
wagon
Thomas,
or something.
We will.
Now for
We
thank
will.
I
you.
mean, if they
Oh,
let me.
Thomas, yes, you'll be
He
here.
looks at your hand like,
I
did
don't
you spit in
my
your hand?
No,
Did you spit in your
I
hand?
do not. But thank you.
All right.
Oh, Thomas, you made an enemy.
Quietly, subtly, behind him, I'm gonna pull Frostwind aside and be like, you should take that out of his
We'll go to
pocket
the
and go
castle.
ahead and scratch that name out.
Mhm.
We
We
don't
need to
need to
find
start
my
there.
gas.
She goes,
That would be best.
she goes, what do you want me to do with this? She's got the bag of money that Darrow handed in.
Oh, yeah. Just put it back in the big bag.
Just like
Hold on to
Pastorius.
it, bud.
Puts it
And
back
just
in.
Good
two
job.
barbed chains that come
People are
out.
gonna take that list and scratch that name out. He
Will
doesn't
this
need to
work?
know.
A little too much.
My little bear is such a passionate individual.
He is. Don't, that way, like, if that's not gonna be good for you. And what about the
There's
little
a
one?
lot of people on that
What
list,
about
and
the little one?
Thomas is
I
moving up to the
assume
top.
that you hope to have at some point, right? They'll need
This
a
is
phone.
true.
Yeah.
Little baby Durin.
Yeah.
Turn, you wanna ride a pony? I'm not riding Roderick right now.
Roger would love it if you
Because he's a child.
You can hop on all the way to the
And it's
castle.
like y'all are babysitting me.
Yes,
It's
He's
working.
finally caught on.
It is so working.
you've never been
But
so
the fact
tall.
is,
He's
I
so
need to fire a
pretty.
cannon.
Yeah.
I'm
You have
holding you
to
to
do
this.
the training
No,
first.
you said fire the cannon.
Nope,
That's all I
said
heard.
Go in to do your training
Then
to
I
fire
figured
the
out.
cannon.
I finally figured out
All
the
the
mannerisms
words
are.
with it.
Durin is Riley from the Boondocks. That's what he is.
Fire the cannon.
I am going to fire the cannon. Thomas is on my hit
Riley
list.
from the Boondocks.
Thomas is going to
Exactly
be
what
me.
it is.
He's going to
Perfect.
die tonight. Yep.
Thaddeus? From the gate?
Nope. Thomas.
No, his name was Thaddeus.
No, his name is Thomas.
No,
I
it
got it written down. His name
No.
is Thomas.
No.
If it's not, I'm
I'm
killing
fairly
him
certain
wrong.
if you check that
If
list, it's not Thomas.
I'm
I
killing
thought
him
you
wrong.
said
Then
you
you're
were
gonna
calling
okay. So
Thaddeus
you're gonna
like
make me
Thaddeus.
kill someone named Thaddeus who may not even be Thomas. That's on your head. I'm killing Thomas.
This everybody's
Necessary
lying.
evil
It's just,
sometimes.
Thomas is gonna get doomed.
oh, because Durin wants to kill Thomas.
That's no. But there's other people on that list. The two rich people, they're on that list too.
We're
Um,
not. Oh, so we're killing them. Or we're killing them.
Well,
No,
Huh?
they're on my
Are we?
list.
no, he wants to, but we're not.
They're on my list.
He
No,
wants
no.
to, but we're
We
not.
may not
because the
necessarily
mayor
kill
needs them.
them, but I am killing Thomas. Me and Thomas have a conversation later because he refused to shake my hand.
You spit in it.
That is my culture from what Ispen has basically said. This is
It's
what
what created his culture.
this is what y'all do. This is y'all's people
But
stuff.
did you see me do that? I'm not
Uh.
from him.
But you also don't listen to Ispen.
Oh, snap.
But he shook my hand.
Yeah, which why I don't know why he insulted me. 'Cause
Where
I'm-
are we at?
So.
Oh, I'm getting on the pony. Roderick.
Getting on the You should have rolled Roderick.
I'm
He's
getting
riding
on Roger.
You've never been taller. Help yourself.
Oh my god, I want to watch this so much.
Reverence.
Does Robert like bend down so he can get on?
You let me
Get
know.
him off your
How
lap.
you figure out
Let's pick him up.
Take
Let's
that.
put him on top.
The cannons.
I was gonna say
Reverence.
you might need
Y'all
to
don't
get up there.
see me.
Take the
We
cannons
don't.
off your list.
I do
There will
pick
be
you
no
up and put
cannons
you on top
if
of
she is
Robert.
on your list.
Yeah, there you go.
I punched him in the nuts. No, I can do it myself.
Roll,
He's a
roll
top.
to hit.
He's a
3
top.
hours.
Roll to hit.
I'm
Yep.
punching you in the nuts, dude. You don't pick up a little man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's one thing we could do. We could have the watch
Oh,
put
that's
him
an
in a
8.
safe place for a few hours,
I
and then we
miss.
can
No,
come
you
back
didn't.
after.
A 72
It's
hours.
just that solid.
Maybe a week.
We're wearing a cod piece.
The A52 on Durin.
Huh?
Who?
What?
Are you on the horse?
Yes, he is.
I'm on Roderick.
Yep, Astro put
How-
him up on the
Roderick,
horse.
how could someone pick you up, put you there?
Roderick jerk.
Roderick, I'm pretty sure this is a warhorse. You have taught that warhorse how to get down for me to get up.
No,
Mm.
that's not how
That's a
horses
parade
do.
horse,
Yeah, no.
not a war
Yeah, they
horse.
don't do that.
There you go.
It's also not a camel.
I'm allowing you.
There you go, little big man.
I'm allowing you.
No, I'm gonna allow you.
I'm allowing you to
It's
help
also not Earl. Earl knows
assist
how to do that.
me.
Absolutely.
Earl
Getting
knows how
on
to do
Roderick.
that.
I have no problem
But I am
doing so.
doing
That's
it
fine. As soon
mostly
as you
myself.
there's a tug at you, and Frostman's like, puppies.
Aww.
Hey,
I
up.
love Frostwind.
Yeah!
rides at the fair. They're like,
All I can see is
The
Rosalind in front of him, and he's got her.
That way she can
This
grip
campaign has
onto it.
gone off the rails already.
To the castle.
That was session 1.
All right, so
Go.
Castle Calman is a towering structure. It's easy to find even without directions. It rises up in the middle of the city. It's massive. Even if the imposing Castle Calman didn't stand atop 100-foot cliffs, it would still tower over every other structure in the city. The path to it rises up the cliffside, overlooked by gigantic statues matching those that line the city walls. At the path's end, you will find more guards standing before an open gate.
All right. Don't say anything to anybody. We're just gonna walk in like we own the place.
yeah.
I'm on a majestic horse, so okay, I can do this. Insane.
All right, so your motley crew approaches with Darrett and
I'm magnificent.
full Solamnic armor, and the guards, they don't like act hostile towards you or anything. This isn't like the gate here, but they just hold a hand up and. Do you have business within the castle?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's let
Still
Daryl talk.
talking.
Lord Vicaris is inside.
Yes, he's supposed to be meeting with the marshal and believe the governor. If you're here, we
We're
heard
here
it.
to pass along information to him. The mayor meant to get to him.
I
He might
understand.
need it in this meeting that he's going to be in.
My condolences. I had a cousin that retired there. Please come with me.
Excellent.
And he leads you across the very expansive courtyard towards the council chamber. And within it, you can hear already the voice of Lord Vicaris booming out, talking about that he's. You can just hear like he's kind of giving out a lot of story right now. But it's at that point that as you cross the paved courtyard that a familiar figure intercepts you with an arrogant smile. Vicaris the Younger. Oh, if it isn't the ruffians and thieves. My father has matters well in hand. We'll be sure to send for you and the rest of the fish folk once we've determined what's best for them. Toodaloo.
Okay, but you're inside planning to care for your fellow neighbors and townsfolk?
My father is doing exactly what is best for them. My father knows what the sleepy little backwater fishing village needs.
It's really great that your dad has all
I
the
gesture
answers.
to the guard. You understand he is speaking about the people like your cousin. Please let us in to speak for those who cannot speak for themselves.
With pleasure. And he steps towards Vicaris the Younger, and he immediately steps back. My father will hear of this indignation. You bunch of flotsam.
We'll be sure to tell you what he says.
Okay, so you arrive in the council chamber. 8 serious-looking people sit around a broad table in the middle of a spacious hall. At the table's end, a tall man with plaited blonde hair and a velvet vest of blue and gold stands to greet you. Welcome, guests. I'm Governor Caliph Miat. Your leader has briefed us on the situation in Vogler, his bold defense, and his eagerness to strike back against these invaders. As Miat says this, he nods to a man near him, Lord Vicaris, who glares and continues. Are your people still
Good
prepared?
enough. I'm sure that he mentioned it. He probably did. Walls are refugees. Some are wounded. Some are terribly wounded. They're hungry.
Well. Okay, now listen,
military.
everyone. Before we take the words of this unnamed individual here, I assure you that our village is ready to strike back, eager to strike back, full of just fit and wonderful.
My skin glows. Pitch
Shall
black,
you lead
twilight,
the charge, Lord
disadvantage
Vicaris?
on wisdom checks. Command. Silence.
Ooh, all right.
Yes.
So, but you failed. I don't even have to roll a second time. So, he's up.
Shut up.
You have 8 people now staring at you with just this expression on their face of complete disbelief. And then,
Governor, this man, Vicaris, though noble he may be, does not speak for the mayor or the city or the people of Vogel.
What?
I am telling you, Calaman Vogler. Sorry, Vogler. The people of Vogler are not ready for a battle.
They're not.
There is no army, there is no military that we have.
There is not.
There was an army just outside west of Vogler, large enough to challenge Calaman itself.
Well, I'd say level it.
We have a dragon.
Now, you do not know me. We are unnamed, as he said. I am not even from this world. But if you do not listen, do not listen to what it is we have to say, if you do not believe us, all of the people of your city will fall. I am willing to bet that your city has already been infiltrated.
You're
infiltrated. What do you mean, infiltrated?
The enemy that you are facing is not one that you can see. They do not approach face to face. They do not come in a mass army face to face. They plot, plan. They fight, make you fight from within.
I understand what you're talking about. Yes, the city of Calaman has withstood many of siege before. We understand that your enemy doesn't always come at you face to face. That sometimes they try poisoning the water or.
We're talking the minds.
Unfortunately.
You cannot, no one can survive a war that they fight on 2 fronts. If you are fighting a war from within, you cannot sustain a war from the outside as well.
So at this point, there's a severe-looking individual, older, but he doesn't look like the governor looks like an aristocrat. This one looks like a retired general, and he. Let me be clear. I'm familiar with war, and the city's defenses are my complete concern. I will not allow anyone to take over this city. This is my domain.
I am willing to bet someone has already done that.
Not
There
on
was
my
a
watch.
recent law that was passed, was there not? Disallowing the Knights of Solamnia into the city.
That was something else entirely. You see, you're not the first ones to come here talking about an army and dragons and monsters out of myth. We've heard it. And unfortunately, the knights all chose to rile my guards and my militias and my army. And I simply will not have disorder within my city. So they were asked politely to leave. But as you can see from your fine, strange-looking gentleman next to you, we're not kicking them out for good. It's just they can't take residence within my
So
city.
it was not a law. Thank you. I misunderstood that.
What do you mean riling?
Yeah, what did you mean by that?
Well, they were attempting to arm the populace and get the military to simply march away from the city and go to some unknown location in order to fight an unknown enemy.
They're trying to rally. They were trying to get support from Cal.
There's no proof of any of this until recently,
Mm-hmm.
but still, even the news that you bring, Vogler, pardon, I know that some of you here have ties to Vogler, but it was just a fishing village.
Mm-hmm.
It had no defenses. And what you would see as a large army, we would see as a group of bandits. It poses no threat to Calaman.
You know,
Please.
I have to be honest, sir. And
Don't.
what you may say may be true about how you feel about the size of what an army would be. Unfortunately, objectively, a dragon is still a dragon.
Mm-hmm. And
And there is
did anybody ever mention
100%.
the Death Knight riding that dragon?
No. There's no dragons.
There is.
There's no dragons, everyone. Everyone
First of
calm
all-
down. There's
first
no
of all,
dragons.
there are
There's no
dragons.
death knights.
I have not
There
called
are
you a
dragons.
liar. I will please insist that you do not insist that we are lying about this.
Why not send a scout to go check on what we say?
Unless you already have.
Your scout will be dead.
I have some of the finest scouts
They
under
will
my
die.
command.
We barely
Well,
escaped.
So,
Then if it's as minor as you think, they should come back, no problem. If they do not come back, then maybe you should believe what they're saying.
you're a
I will
general.
take this under advisement.
I assume you are the marshal governor. Please.
So you were a former general,
Former.
or are you currently still a general?
Current.
Oh, my mistake. Current general.
Here we
So
go.
if I may be
Here we go.
obliged to state that your legacy is dependent on what you do for this city, correct? So if your legacy were to be tarnished by, I don't know, an army of unimaginable force that you were not able to prepare for, or you basically did not allow yourself to listen to several pleas, even if they were from different villages, pleas were pleas, you turned a blind eye to them.
The governor frowns. He said, "This is all dire news. My heart goes out to your friends and family, but I hope you can understand our reticence to welcome you all through our city gates, and these really aren't normal times. Marshal?" Governor gestures. He says, Marshal Vendry here is commander of the Calaman's military forces. I'm afraid your situation again is far from unique. We've been hearing reports for quite a while. But
You didn't look into any of those reports?
Marshal Vendry says, some small villages, a couple of farms to the south and the east, they've been burned in recent weeks. That's not necessarily an army, that can be bandits. Vogler is the largest community to be attacked, and so far you're the only ones with any survivors.
So, question.
And Lord Vicaris did tell us of some of what he saw, monsters that have never been here before.
The ash.
Is that what they're called?
It is what my people call them.
He calls them.
Well, everyone here has heard of rumors of these wars in the east and the nation of Kure. But until now, we haven't really given that much concern. Kure is such a far-off nation to us, like, we weren't ever expecting it to be here.
Listen,
But I would love to hear more about these ash.
Marshal, Governor, what has happened to Vogler cannot be undone. What people we could bring here are sitting outside of your city walls, in the refugee area. With no intent on coming into the city, we understand the resources within it are finite. We are not coming asking for Calaman to give us support. We are asking Calaman to ready itself. We are bringing a warning. We are not bringing and asking anything of you other than to prepare yourself, or you will be overrun.
All right.
It is coming, whether you want to admit it or not.
We are a council. I would ask that you give us some time to deliberate on this. I cannot simply command the city to mobilize. If you will please step outside and wait in the courtyard there, I would like a moment to discuss with the rest of the council away from this passion.
Absolutely. You take the time that you need.
We will be with you in a few moments.
Has anybody
Sure.
mentioned Salt at this point?
What was that?
Yeah, I said Death Knight. Didn't seem impressed.
Oh, did we
He
tell him what
mentioned
the
that,
name
but he
was?
didn't mention Saul. You would know Saul.
What was his name?
Lord Soth.
If you wanted
That's
to
the
say
name.
that.
So you are ushered outside of the council chambers. But Lord Vicaris does not join you. He stays inside.
Oh, I'd bring him.
The
I ask
governor,
if I can.
the governor would stop you and
Oh.
say, actually, as your leader, we would request that he stay here to
He
speak
is
on your
not our
behalf.
leader.
He's not our
He's not our
leader.
leader.
He speaks on behalf of the mayor.
No, he
No.
does not.
The mayor speaks on behalf of the mayor.
We came here from the mayor's work.
Lord Vicaris has once again regained his voice, and he says, actually, I do speak on behalf of the mayor. I have brought her request for aid.
I mean, she did ask that we just make sure.
Insight.
We're doing it.
Go ahead.
18.
He takes a very large smile at you as he reaches in and pulls out a small piece of paper and turns it so that you can see it's got the mayor's seal, her request for aid, and signed by her. Says, go ahead. Yeah, it's real, as far as you can tell.
I give it to you. Yeah.
I inspect it.
Okay. Go ahead and just give me a investigation.
Investigatory.
Yeah.
$19.
It is genuine.
It's genuine. I hand it back.
Be gone now.
Apologies, Lord Vicaris.
It's okay. I wouldn't expect somebody of your station to know his place.
Before we leave, because I'll leave because I'm all about rules, I'll just mention it's Lord Sod that's coming and he's bringing the army here.
Thank you.
When she says that, I look at the people in the room to see if anyone was, when she said that, if any of the people in the room, like, their looks changed when he heard them.
Give me perception.
That, my good sir, is a grand total of an amazing, indisputable 7.
That, my good sir, is an amazing, indisputable, you see nothing.
Can I do the same?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and give you that.
What about 20?
As far as you can tell, there was no change. These individuals are very schooled at keeping their composure.
So, as we're last few weeks, have you noticed any one of you acting differently than they did before? And then that's the last thing I say, and I turn off.
Okay? And the doors close.
Oh, no. Before we do that, before we leave.
No, it's
No, the doors have closed. The
Done.
doors, they have closed.
Doors closed, Dennis.
No more, and just before.
No mas.
As he's trying to, I can see that I just take my finger and go right on the old lips.
Okay. wasn't going to do anything.
Sure you
Lies.
I wasn't.
Uh-huh.
I really wasn't.
Uh-huh.
Well, we
I'm
will
pacing.
never know what I was going to
You're
do.
really good
But
in there. Does
see?
anybody have a sucker for him?
All right, so you
Yes.
guys have all been ushered into a hall outside of the council chamber.
Talking to the guard. We did everything we could.
Yeah, Darrett's right there with you too, and he's just saying, you know, we have to make sure that Vogler gets all of the support it can from Calaman. We have to rebuild, we have to retake, and
No.
I'm not on Vicaris' side here, but he's not wrong. We can't just give up our home.
If we try to take back Vogler, then all of the people here will suffer. They are going to come. Calaman is the one place that can challenge that army. The best thing that we can do is to rally all support to Calaman to make a stand here. If we have support, if they have support in neighboring villages, towns, they need to call those bannermen in and make the stand here. I'm telling you,
I hear you,
that
but
is the best chance your people have.
I understand. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm trying to make you understand that we have to now go back to these people, these friends of mine that I've called friends and family and neighbors for years, and tell them they can't go home.
No. Darren, the gods have returned. That is not going to be power coming in without a struggle. You understand that this is a war.
I do.
People get displaced. They will be able to go home once the war is completed. But that is not the focus at this point in time.
Then we should make sure that if they can't go home, that they're at least not left outside the city walls when the army approaches. It will be a slaughter.
That is part of the preparation of Calaman. They are preparing themselves for a siege. Of course, they're not going to let innocents sit outside the city gates. They will make space. They're not horrible people. There are good people inside that room. We have to trust in their leadership and their choices, but we have to give them time.
So, about half an hour goes by. And
Pacing.
yeah, the doors don't reopen.
Are there any windows that overlook the city or overlook the surrounding land or anything while this wait is going on?
I mean, yeah, you can go and look, and you can oversee. Mostly, it's just city, and then you can see over the city walls. I mean, this is a towering place.
Or, what kind of vantage point we have looking for, smoke on the horizon or signs of war,
Yeah.
Why would the mayor send us?
Yeah,
if she
nothing
gave them
nothing like that. Nothing that you can just point at and be like, aha, see?
There.
I mean, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it at night.
Why would the mayor send us after him if she gave him permission to talk?
Also, did
No,
just to make sure he was doing it.
and to make sure that he, was going to do what he was supposed to do, which
Yeah.
is procure aid.
And so far, seems like he's doing it. We don't agree the way he does it, or the way
Is
he
there a
talks to
guard?
people, treats people.
Yeah.
But so far,
okay.
it seems to be
I asked the
going.
guard, is there any messenger birds to send out things?
Sure, of course there is.
Cool. I will need to see one shortly. I must send something home.
Well, then I
Like your
suggest
wife?
you take it up with the pigeon keep down in the city.
Huh? I got a message home because
You parcel your wife on?
No, he just wants to let them know he's taken a wife.
no,
The hunt is
there's
over.
some things that I must let my family know, and some things I must get from home.
Who was your cousin?
He was a little kid, Becklin. He's not the handsomest boy, but his brother and I are very close. And I was sending not all of my wages, but a portion back home to them just to, help out.
I think I
Sorry
met
for
him
your loss.
when a short stay in Vogra. He's a good kid.
Yeah.
Much healthier.
And
kid
there's a
now.
question that he doesn't ask, but he's just looking at you like,
I think he made it.
good.
Pretty sure he made it. We got a lot of the kids out.
I'll,
Lots did not though.
as soon as I'm off duty, I'll
The
come
mayor's
out.
daughter did a good job getting them out. She did not make it.
That poor girl. Her mother must be a wreck.
She's holding it together.
The chamber doors open, and most of the council members file past you without a glance. Marshal Vendry beckons to you from the door, while inside, Governor Miat and Lord Vicaris remain seated. Come.
We enter.
File on in.
Please sit.
Take a chair.
We do.
In a decisive tone,
I stand.
Governor Miat says, "The citizens of Kalaman are prepared to offer your people shelter in the neighborhoods outside the city walls, the protection of our soldiers, and while we can spare it, food from our tables. There is a condition, though. One that you must accept if you want this aid. First off, Kalaman's leaders are concerned about the threat posed by the enemy that attacked Fogler. Let's just get that out there and be clear. The city, unfortunately, has woefully little information about this foe. And Marshal Vendry has agreed to send scouts. But any information that you can provide would be very, very valuable. So I would ask that you meet with Marshal Vendry and you explain what you know of this enemy. Since you've faced and survived them, you are the only ones so far who can tell us reliably what we're preparing to face. I'm going to ask that you operate under Marshal Vendry. That the Marshal here will be giving you special orders and requests and requirements that are payment for what we're providing for your people.
On that note, what happens if that army does come? Are you going to allow everyone on the outside of the city, inside of the city for protection?
If we have enough warning, we will do all that we can to bring everyone in safely. Kalaman is not without heart. And we will protect those that we can. But that really depends on the scouts and on you.
Why don't you just take them within the walls now?
Unfortunately, we just cannot sustain the numbers.
It's a good thing you don't have to sustain it. It won't be for long.
There is no army in sight yet. And right now, the numbers outside the city would very quickly deplenish our stores. We're not prepared for siege, you understand. We will now begin making preparations for this. So you have to understand, again, we're not heartless here. We're not saying that we don't care about the plight of the people. We're trying to help. But we are just now becoming aware of this. We're just now starting to investigate. You
The
can't
Knights
ask
made
us.
you aware before, and you chose not to listen to them.
The Knights did not bring proof as you have. And unfortunately, the Knights don't have the most sterling of reputations.
Is this something?
But we will reach out and ask for their help and ask them to return.
Is
Sounds pretty wise.
this something humans do? You constantly sit around
So-
and bicker about stupidness.
We will coordinate with
That's
the
what they
marshal,
do.
correct?
I only need one of you to actually swear yourself to me. The rest of you may act in good faith. And no, Layla, we will not be accepting you into the military.
Badges?
You just said that you wanted help from everyone.
We know the pirate can't be trusted.
I'm offended for you,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm not sure.
even though
Some
you're a
people
pirate.
know I'm loyal.
I mean,
I trust you.
come on.
I will do it.
They're gonna betray us anyway.
You will
Doing it
swear.
during you got this
You would
swearing thing?
swear allegiance
I'm not swearing
to
against no
Calaman.
damn human.
to serve without question.
I'm locking eyes with the marshal. Yeah. I swear.
All right.
George was not going to take that bet.
Me neither.
I was
Well
gonna
then,
say,
let us
one
do
of
this
y'all's
officially.
wrong.
I
There.
had to work for my family.
Step forward and give your name.
Before I do,
There's always a catch with you people.
You people.
People.
what
Sorry,
do you
that
mean?
Was, that was not.
You people.
That was not real.
Shouldn't have done
No, that's Journey. What do you mean you? Y'all humans are just so stupid.
We are not the only ones who witnessed what happened in Vogla.
Oh,
Everybody
I still got to know that.
on the outside of the gates that traveled with us
Private convo, I'll let you just say.
all have an eyewitness account.
She was telling me that.
They
It
can all validate
Skip
and
it.
give more information,
Okay, yeah.
seeing things that we did not see as we were fighting on the outskirts.
yes, but what I understand is that you're the only ones who actually fought these creatures.
Right.
So
And who?
I need that information, not
Who,
the information from someone who ran.
who told you we were the ones who did all the fighting?
Well, obviously, Lord Picaris said that you were marshaled under his command.
Oh no, he ran.
Apparently, right after he commanded us to.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, from the way Lord Picaris described it, and understand that I know Lord Picaris. I have worked with Lord Picaris.
Oh, so you know he's a douche.
Is this the governor or the marshal?
This is the marshal.
Here we go.
The marshal looks at you and says, Dwarven slang I'm not familiar with. I know that Lord Picaris is
An asshat.
an aristocrat.
There it
Really
is.
close. He's not
Yeah.
really good with linguistics, but that's what he meant.
I understand. So that is why.
You don't want to listen to the people that ran.
No, I have no interest in people who ran. I need to know who stood and fought.
Derek was most effective on the battlefield.
But
Oh, this knight here.
As knights often are.
so why is it
Yes.
you listen to Picaris?
Oh, well, Lord
Nobles
Picaris.
that run are different,
Lord Picaris did his job as commander and
He is not the
issued
commander.
order.
but he is not.
He didn't issue any order.
Well,
He's- Why do you
understand.
fall for these
First
lies?
off, I've known Lord Picaris. I've worked alongside Lord Picaris in the benefit of Fogler. I do not know you. I have no reason at all to believe anything that you say, other than Lord Picaris has vouched for your performance in battle.
Mm-hmm. And we're arguing the vouch. Just throwing that out
Yeah, I
there.
was gonna say, I
Voucher.
feel like we can let this one go, guys. Let it go. Just let it go.
Should I
Let it go.
should I question the man's word now? Were you not glorious in battle? Were you not valorous? Were you not brave and standing toe to toe?
Yes, we were. Let's catch you up with the events of that day from our perspective, shall we?
Well, that is what I plan to do later on. But first, we must still settle this: who shall be sworn in? Now, understand that if you
People of
become,
Vogler move closer to the city gate.
of course. So once you become esquires of Calaman, first off, we will pay you. Okay, you will receive a salary as employees.
So we're bound to the laws of
Only one of us.
Calaman.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one.
Well, anyone who is sworn in will receive free lodging here at the castle in the barracks, and you will be given instruction later on as to what is required of you. Now, yes, if you are sworn in, you will be held responsible and accountable for following all orders given to you by myself.
So if, for instance, hypothetically, you were to basically say you must save all the people of Calaman, he would have to save all the people of Calaman and not the people who were trapped outside. If that order was given.
In the unlikely event that I would have to issue an order that was difficult to undertake, such as you must close the gates now, regardless of who was on the inside or the outside, you would be expected to follow through. And if you choose not to, you will be held for treason.
Absolutely. I completely understand.
So, knowing that, will you still take the oath?
Absolutely.
Then step forward, give your name, and kneel.
I step forward.
Is this young man the only one who wishes to step forward? Other than, I understand, the knights have already sworn and cannot. And no, Layla, you still may not join us.
I mean, I don't need to follow your laws anyway.
I'm an honorary pirate. Yeah, I'm an honorary pirate. I got the fire cannon and everything.
She's like the exact opposite of Reverend,
Okay.
so I think she's digging on her.
I'm sorry, I'm a druid. I have my own oath.
Oh,
So
no.
I've already sworn.
She's like, I follow no laws.
We wouldn't
Reverend.
accept
That's cool.
a Kender anyway. Your
Please do that, Lex.
talents are not conducive to a military environment.
I'm sorry.
So it looks like it's just you, unless you, sir, would like to also swear.
No,
Can
I'm
I be a
unfortunately
pirate?
an officer of Elderwood Shipping, and my loyalty is to my family.
Feel like that
No.
won't
And that would leave you.
My other previous oaths.
Your name, sir.
You're an officer, Daryl.
Astral Luminarius
So,
Astral Luminarius.
of the sons of the Bergen Sun Spear clan.
Astral Luminarius.
Technically an employee.
Do you hereby swear to serve under Calaman's leadership with all of your life?
I swear it. With a smile.
Do you also swear to accept order from me on the pain of death?
I swear it.
Then in that case, rise, Esquire of Calaman, and be welcome here within your new home of Calaman. And he steps forward and backhands you. Do you allow it?
No.
Okay. Do you dodge it?
I grab his hand.
this is so you'll remember it.
Okay. So
Be the last
roll.
track you ever take.
What is it? Athletics, acrobatics, what do you want? Straight 20.
Yeah, just roll a dexterity
Dexterity.
or a strength, whichever one you want to roll.
15.
Okay, 15. Yeah, you
Unanswered.
catch his hand. And he,
The last strike you take unanswered.
this is the last part of the ceremony. This will be the last blow you receive that you do not answer back for.
You will not strike me.
Then you will not be an esquire, and the people of Vogler will not receive the aid of Calaman.
It's just ceremony, Astral. I took it with a gauntlet.
They smacked you.
You understand what he's saying, right? So he's gonna hit you. And that's
They
the
wanna
last
touch me.
time
Because
you take a hit without hitting back.
it's swearing guilty.
Shall we?
Do your ritual.
And he backhands you. This time, do you allow it? Yeah? Okay. And he says, and may that be the last blow you ever take unanswered. Every blow you take from here on, every strike, every curse thrown at you, you answer back in the glory of Calaman.
I understand.
Welcome.
Well, I'm excited.
So, now that you have accepted.
Astral's excited too. Because now anytime someone hits him, I'm legally bound to hurt them now.
Glory of Calaman.
Let's put that to the test. Hey, Durant.
So
Think about your mother.
the marshal turns to you and says, if you'll report to the barracks, we'll get you outfitted correctly so that you may bear the colors of Calaman. And as long as you are in those clothing, in that uniform, you act for me and you act for Calaman.
Perks.
Okay.
Marvelous. Well, in that case, you all are done. Meeting is over. But Marshal Devendry does pause at Derek and says, I need to speak with you.
To Derek.
Mm-hmm. And says, will you come with me to my office? Derek says, of course.
I look at Derek. Derek.
Don't worry, I'll be back. Go, put on your new uniform. Hey, we'll match. We both got new uniforms.
Maybe you shouldn't go alone.
I appreciate the concern, but I am a knight.
Derek. You know what we are going up against.
When in doubt.
I'll go with him.
Okay. No, you would not be allowed
It's not gonna. Yeah, you're a
Oh,
dwarf.
wow.
because you're an honorary pirate.
True. And I did swear feel it, you know.
And that was the marshal,
Was that
right?
Honorary or honorary?
Yeah, the marshal.
My-
The marshal has asked for Garrett to go with
My
him.
family will hear of this.
Family will hear of this.
Yes, the dwarven kingdom will hear of this.
You don't like that, do you?
We do not let Derek go by himself.
I want to go in. Look, I'm a knight too. We shouldn't be separated,
I
period.
tell Frost.
I understand, but this is of a more personal nature.
He's cheating on you.
I'm gonna,
Yeah, that was my immediate thought. I was like, ow!
I'm going
We're not even
to-
together.
I'm gonna whisper to Frostwind.
Yeah, you
Oh,
are.
she is. They're for it.
Anyway, so yeah, they will leave the room together.
I'm telling
Okay.
Frostwind to follow Derek.
Trying to turn her into a
This is
spy.
not- this is not good.
Like,
It's not good.
When's the marshal gonna debrief us?
He's supposed to be
Hide
the moral compass
and
for me.
listen.
I know.
It's
I
not gonna be
know.
bad. Oh,
I
it's gonna be
know.
bad. Okay.
Telling Frostwind to do. Just
All that we can do about
follow
it.
Derek. Hide and
How
listen.
small do you think hinders are?
She
Tiny.
is so very careful because she's already proven she can do this crap.
She says, on one condition, little bear.
Small?
Yes.
My bad.
We're not
You
gnomes.
just said, wow, what, Ash roll 6-5.
Make it official.
All y'all the same. Like I don't.
Excuse me, sir.
If we survive this,
I'm
sure.
a gnome, so you're
I'm sorry.
If
One
we
more time.
survive
It's gonna.
all that's going on,
Sorry, what's happening?
sure.
I'm listening.
Sure
Sure what?
Sure what?
Sure what?
Make it official.
Oh, you're making official.
If we survive all of this.
What is so if
Oh,
we survive?
we are talking
promised himself
in-game
that.
campaign. We gotta get to the
What
end.
is that? What is
Credits
the
are
game?
rolling.
What is the
Do
game?
it in
Time skip.
What is the game?
Minute
What is the game?
KIS.
So you were telling her that she needs to wait until the war is over?
Pretty much.
Wow.
You're gonna make
You
an
know
honest
what?
woman out of her.
No,
Wow.
it's fine. I
You
accept
know what?
that. You all are going to
Oh,
hold
I
him
heard.
to
I
that.
got you, girl.
1000%
I'm
Frostwind.
gonna die.
I got you.
Good job. This has been a great
By
time
the way,
for you, huh?
Frostwind.
You sold all of your
He's
wind
not dying.
chimes. You are
Pirates
moderately
do
wealthy
have
at this
some
point in time. You
honor,
found a
so-
husband.
Yeah.
More times. Good for
Yeah,
you.
I'm gonna go out like a champ. I'm gonna solo a dragon. I'm going out the hard way. In a dragon.
Aww.
Cannonball straight to a dragon.
Knocking out that works out for
I'm
you,
going
buddy.
to make sure he survives.
Well,
For Frostwind's sake.
we're gonna get you home
Everything I
safe,
can.
buddy.
So what y'all saying is I unlock God mode, so I can pretty much do whatever I want. I'm gonna survive this.
Oh no.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
so
do
what you're
everything I can to
confused
make
about?
Sure you survive.
What survival and what missing
Frostwind
limbs? Different
vanishes.
things.
Like,
Yeah, I know she got some.
Boom,
abilities,
gone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
okay.
I don't like it, but it is what it is.
Terrified.
It's like I have a second character.
How long is Derek going?
Terrified.
You have to go
He doesn't come back anytime soon.
You have to go back.
Are you,
Well, he went off with a marshal,
So
so don't we have to wait around to get debriefed by the marshal?
nope.
I'm going to the
okay.
barracks.
So is
You have to
Vicaris
debrief
with
from
us
there.
now?
Yeah.
What?
Is he still here?
Who?
Vicaris.
Oh, yeah, well, Vicaris the Younger. Lord Vicaris stayed with the governor.
So what do we do now? Go back to the mayor?
I'm going to the barracks.
I think he wants to check in,
If anybody
and
wants
then we
to.
and then we
I
can
don't
go
know.
back to the mayor.
Yeah, I don't
That'd
like
be good.
separating. So
You want to give me some time? Go with you to the barracks and let me get outfitted.
Are you
and
gonna
we
be
can all
able to
go.
leave the
Mhm.
castle?
huh?
Are you even gonna be able to leave?
They can't stop me from leaving.
I mean, technically, you are now honorary.
Well, they can try.
I mean,
Yeah.
I work on
Calaman's the
behalf of
whole
Calaman. They
city,
don't-
though, not just the castle.
Yeah, it's Calaman. It's not the castle.
Oh. Okay.
Besides-
Well, I gotta go find some pigeons. So
There are some things that they don't know about me that I know about myself.
you know things about
Clear as
us
mud.
that people don't know. Okay.
All right, so you're going to leave and go find the courier service?
Yes.
Okay, so you're leaving the castle?
I will let you guys. I'm going to find the carriers. I need to get something sent off home.
Okay. All right.
All right, so Jared has left the party, Frostwind has left the party, Durin has left the party,
Astral's going to the barracks.
Astral, you're going to the barracks. Okay, Astral has left the party, so
This
that
is
just leaves the
terrible.
four of you.
Look, I know that we want to wait for Jared, but he's not. They're clearly in some type of war council. There's nothing that we can do about that. I can guess that he would know to meet us at either one of two places. Maybe we could just go to the Steady Beacon.
We also got to go back to the mayor too, so
Tell the
maybe
mayor.
we can just meet in the refugee camp.
If we want to try to get back in the city later.
Well, I want to head to the docks and see if I can find any of my family ships.
I'd be okay with that. I need to
Get
do
some
some
Okay, so you're gonna go to the
searching for
docks.
information.
I can show you to the docks.
Okay, so the two of you are gonna go to the docks then.
Need
That
to go
just
check on
leaves
my
you
crew and
inside.
make sure they're doing okay without me.
This is terrible.
Meet me at the barracks. Or you go to the mayor.
Hmm?
Your call.
Or you can
Or
wait.
you go with any one of
Or
us.
wait for Derek.
I was gonna say we can go with any of go. I mean, I'm fine with going with them to the docks. I can start my hunt for information that I need there.
Do we want to make sure he made it safe to the pigeons and see if he wants to go with? So we're not all separated?
I mean, we could do that. we could stop off.
I go with Astral.
Okay, so you're going to the barracks,
They seem a little.
and then Sai, you're the only one who hasn't said where you're going exactly. Are you going to the docks?
Mhm.
Okay, so
I
all right.
think we're going to
gonna go.
the.
All right, so the
messenger,
four of you
and
are
then
going to
we'll
go
go
to
help
the
him.
messenger service.
Mhm.
You two are going to the barracks.
Mhm.
Okay. So we'll handle you guys right now. You reach the barracks. The guard that's with you, whose name is actually Silver, walks with you and says, "Well, I'll take you there. It's not quite time for lunch break for me, but this is official business, so I'll have to introduce you." So he takes you and Reverence and Roderick with you with him to the barracks, which is a massive building. Like all of Vogler could fit inside, like buildings and all. It's still held within the castle courtyard here. And he says, "Yeah, this is where I've been calling home now for the last 10 years or so. People are great. There's a lot of new faces, a lot of people coming and going, but you'll get the hang of it fairly quickly. And welcome aboard. It's pretty great that you decided to take up the defense of Calaman. And
Thank you, Silva.
yeah, absolutely.
It's nice to have some brothers again
We're
and sisters.
We're a family here for sure. Brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins. I mean, you're gonna find all kinds. You're gonna like this. But he takes you in, and it's like the doors are open. You know, people are coming and going. And he nods to a few. Some, "Hey, Silver," you know, and "Oh, fresh meat, you know, and that kind of stuff. But he takes you right on into the quartermaster, and he says, "This young man here has Astral has joined the guard. The marshal himself actually swore him in, and so he's here to obtain his livery and I guess get his first assignment." And the quartermaster is a pleasant-looking older gentleman. He's gray around the sideburns, but he's not as old as the marshal. But he's sitting at a desk and everything. He says, "All right, sure, absolutely. Let's go ahead and let's get this." And he's shuffling through some papers and things, and comes up with the last little bits of a contract here for you. And he says, "Okay, so pay will be 5 gold pieces a week, free lodging, free meals here within the barracks for you and any family that you might have. Your wife, I take it."
No.
And
No.
How many dudes you got?
oh, well, that's fine. But if you have family, they can come and stay here while you're working. And
How many people are allowed as part of my family?
we usually limit
I have
it
a large
to
family
spouse
since I'm
and
married.
children.
That's so immediate family.
Yeah, just immediate family.
Okay.
Yeah, no cousins, no aunts, no uncles. Third.
So I have like 50
Neighbors,
wives and
friends.
like 300 children.
You seem like a very virile man. I would believe that of you.
Would they all be allowed?
If you can prove that they were all sworn to you, and sure, absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you.
So, anyways,
Much appreciated.
and he breaks out a tape measure and begins to measure you out, and says, "Thank you for joining us here at Candles and Coasters. This has been episode 8, and we will catch up with everyone in 2 weeks as we find out what happened to Darrett, and we will also continue."
What you mean what happened to Derek, man? He just went with the marshal to have a meeting.
Did he though?
Jesus.
Did he?
God damn.
I guess we'll find out. Anyways, thank you for joining us, and as always, hey, out there, keep your candles burning.
Need help, don't go.